Question: When Ali competes in long jump competitions, the lengths of his jumps are normally distributed with mean 5.2 meters and standard deviation 0.7 meters. Question A: What is the probability that Ali will record a jump between 5 meter and 5.5 meter? Question B: Ali needs to jump 6 meters to qualify for the school team. The number one question is, what is the probability that he will qualify with a single jump? The number two question is, if he is allowed 3 jumps, what is the probability that he will qualify for the school team? Now we answer this question. So the mean is 5.2 meter, and the standard deviation is 0.7 meter. So the normal distribution is x follows n. Here is mean 5.2, and the variance is 0.7 squared. So this is the normal distribution. And question A just asks the probability that x is bigger than 5 and smaller than 5.5. So I used GeoGebra to find the answer. The mean is 5.2, so I input 5.2 here. The standard deviation is 0.7. I input 0.7 here. And here I choose this one. So here I input 5. Here 5.5. So the answer is 0.2783. We go back to the question. So the answer is 0.278. And question B. And B has two questions. And the first is, what is the probability that he will qualify with a single jump? If he jumps more than 6 meters, he will qualify. So the first question, in fact, it asks the probability that the random variable is more than 6. This equals. This is just the probability that he will qualify. So this equals, go back to GeoGebra. I choose this one. So x should be more than 6. So I input 6 here. The probability is 0.1265. Go back to question. So here the answer should be 0.127. And the second question, it asks if he is allowed 3 jumps, then what is the probability that he will qualify for the school team? So in the 3 jumps, as long as there is 1 jump, he jumps more than 6 meters, then he will qualify for the school team. So if 1 jump is more than 6 meters, he is qualified. If there are 2 jumps, he jumps more than 6 meters, he will qualify. And if he jumps more than 6 meters in all 3 jumps, he will also qualify for the school team. If we think in this way, this question may seem a little bit complicated, but we can think this question in another way. We can find the probability that he will not qualify for the school team. After we find the probability that he will not qualify for the school team, then we use 1 to minus the probability that he will not qualify for the school team. Then we will get the probability that he will qualify for the school team. If he jumps less than 6 meters in all 3 jumps, he will not qualify for the school team. So So the probability that he will not qualify for the school team is the probability that he will not qualify equals the first time he will not qualify. That is the first time he jumps less than 6 meters. Multiply the second time he will not qualify. So the probability is also x less than 6. Multiply the third time he will not qualify. Multiply the third time the random variable is smaller than 6 equals. So the first time he will not qualify plus the second time he will not qualify plus the third time he will not qualify. The production of this is just the probability that he will not qualify. So we find the probability that x is less than 6. We go back to GeoGebra. So it's less than 6. So we choose this one. The probability that x is less than 6 is 0.8735. So we go back to the question. So this equals 0.874. Multiply 0.874. Multiply 0.874. This equals 0.668. Then the probability that he will qualify for the school team is the probability that he will qualify equals 1 minus the probability that he will not qualify. This equals 1 minus 0.668. This equals 0.332.